There we go. Get that beautiful face on there, man. You gotta get that beautiful face on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, let me make sure my volume up as I always do. And then boom, we cut this back down. Hey, yo, what's popping? Shout it. Um, yo, I had two videos I wanted to do. The first one was on yo, why you got me blurred and got that? No, fam. The face is right here. The face is right here. There you go. You follow me. You follow me. That ain't the real me. You follow the real me. You know, blur that, blur that in the background. Follow the real me. I don't do topics that's clickbait. If I do a topic, I'm about to explain everything in my title and my topic. Uh on here. So there was two videos I wanted to do. That's why I'm doing two in one day. The one video I wanted to do was the debate. I'm probably gonna have to change this because they're gonna keep trying to focus on my face back there instead of focusing on my real face. There we go. All right. So the one topic that I wanted to do was on like the debate with Chirac, which was great. Great video today. Which should be up at any moment now. Just had to change something in the video. Then the second one, I really want to do this. And so I just ride around. I'll be in my car. I'll be thinking heavy about stuff. And I want to lend my 2 cents on it. I'm going to do it. To the battle rap community, before I get into this video, I do want to say this right here. Bro, the battle rap community got a problem because Caliber, my guy, you know, you done moved down here to the A. We still ain't kicked it. I'm trying to see what's up, my boy. But battle rap community, go into YouTube search, type in the word battle rap, and after you type the word battle rap in, change it to the search field to today, where you're only looking at today. I did this yesterday, and it was fucking scarce. No videos, no nothing on any topics except for there were 5 videos yesterday. And I kind of put it to the Super Bowl. All right, Super Bowl, man, it's a weekend. People don't do that. But now it's Monday. Monday is the biggest day that people be putting out videos. Yo, type in battle rap, change the search field to today. It ain't shit out there. It's a barren field. I've never seen it like this before. I think we got Twerk doing an interview with Uncle Ra and a couple of little smaller bloggers lending their opinion about the Chris unbiased meat ride and stuff. Other than what was put out yesterday, there's nothing, bro. There is nothing. I know ARP put out a small battle today, like, yo, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. And you don't know Smack's future with URL. It's getting bad. And you don't know if ARP going to come out here and do another event. It's getting bad. And you don't know if the situation been done from the leakage of the tape, that Chrome ain't doing nothing. It's getting bad out here, bro. There is always something that you can look up. And it's just shocking me that you can't look up anything now. But while I'm sitting here, while everybody chilling, I want to do my defense of the old heads. Now, to start with the defense of the old heads, I'm going to lay out the topic for people who may not know what I'm talking about. You know, old heads are people probably, shit, to me, they late 30s and older who like rap. But to a young guy in his 20, an old head could be like 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? I forgot back in them days what you considered to be old as you know what. But an old head. So every generation does this. We did the same thing when I was in my 20s. I'm my teenager. Like, y'all old, y'all know nothing about what's going on now. And so it's normal. As you know, Killer Mike won the Grammy for rap album of the year. When it's an old head, an old guy such as Killer Mike got to be in his late 40s. So I'm be 44 in a week. I'll be 44 years old in a week, and all these rappers were a little older than I am, right? All right. So old head won best album of the year. And then Kai Sanat, who is one of the biggest YouTubers out, that's youthful and black and discuss hip hop amongst other things. I like Kai Sanat. I think the motherfucker, I like funny, and I like to see people who, for the majority of the part, if you go to their channel, they smiling and having fun. A lot of fucked up shit in life. So he may be smiling over some stupid shit, but just seeing somebody have fun smiling, it's funny to me. I like his channel. And I like that a young man built his platform up to, like, when Nicki Minaj drop an album, she go chill at his house. He getting celebrities to just come hang out with him and sit in his house. Awesome. But he is young, and with him being young, he showed his displeasure and how he was upset Killer Mike won album of the year, and basically someone in his class didn't win album of the year. Joe Budden responds, who is another old head since Joe Budden's the same age as I am. And he went off on Joe Budden saying names, saying old head, right? And of course, Killer Mike responded. I'm gonna play Killer Mike response, and I'm gonna show you young guys why you should really be upset and why you guys are taking an L on this one. You're taking an L on this one, bro. Unless somebody young gonna come up here and debate me. And I went live on this one so I can send out a link. If anybody want to come up here and they want to debate your boy, let me know. You can come up here and we can discuss this. Without further ado, let's see what Killer Mike had to say about the youth, putting them down for winning album of the year. Shout out to Killer Mike. Key information. When I used to battle and win and beat everybody around Georgia, I used to beat everybody in Georgia in battling because I was obsessed with New York music. So when everybody down here in the 90s would listen to like Master P and all that shit, I was listening to like Cannabis. I was listening to like Pharaoh Monch, Chino XL. I was listening to like Big L. So when I started writing, I was rapping like a lyricist, and then I took the shit serious. So when I would go to battle rap competitions, the motherfuckers be standing there cool, trying to get the crowd to like them. I be looking at them like I'm finna murder you, nigga. like I'm already dissecting you before we start. But the one person that beat me in a battle, head up, was Killer Mike. I was pissed the hell off because Killer Mike beat me in a battle in my hometown in Macon, Georgia. I ain't like that shit. He won. He got it hands down. He got it. So salute to Killer Mike for winning rap Grammy album of the year. He the one person. And I battled T.I. There's only one person that beat me in a battle, and that was Killer Mike. Facts. All right, let's go. Killer Mike responds, shout out to my boy who video I'm watching this from, who go by the name of Chig Smooth. Chig Smooth has 143,000 subscribers. His intro opens with Joe Budden says, I know y'all hear Chig Smooth's up in here. He got the big people watching him. I like Chig Smooth because this is one of the channels I watch grow. I saw Chig Smooth channel when he had 1,000 subscribers. Love to see my black people working and making that money to support their family. So give a salute to Chig Smooth. All right. I skipped through Chig's video. I didn't need to hear Kai Cenat what he said because I already know what he said. And I already saw he went off and I saw he caught Joe Budden. I just want to get the Killer Mike's response to Kai Cenat.
Grammys with GQ this week, and they asked them about everything going on with Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, and Joe Budden.
And yes, when I picked my daughter up from school, with me and my addiction to diet energy drinks, I bought 5 more cans. The 2 from the live earlier. Now I'm on my 3rd energy drink, diet, 0 sugar, 0 carbs energy drink for the day, and I'm probably ain't gonna allow them to try to drink about 3 more. So I know that's severely unhealthy, but I ain't got nothing else, man. I ain't got nothing. I got energy drinks and a vape. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. You got to give me something, man.
And boy, did he give a masterclass of a response. He said, listen to the album, man. Trust me. He said, so I just invite you to fuck with me, bro. You should have invited me to the room because I fuck with you and I'll bring you a broom. And then he told Aiden, don't waste all your time arguing with old folks, man. I salute you. I love to see what your young brothers are doing. I invite your audience to listen to the record, and I got a warehouse if y'all want to come to the warehouse and we play that shit live. That's fire. I got about 15,000 square feet. You can throw a party there, man. Or I can bring my broom to the room. But I appreciate you guys for loving music, period. And I invite you to fuck with mine. You might find something you fuck with. This was the most level-headed response you can give to all this back and forth. There wasn't...
Yeah, facts. The most level-headed response he can give. The youth put him down for being an old guy, an old head, winning the rap Grammy category for the year. And he was like, come fuck with me. Like, come over, talk to me. Come listen to my music. This is an invite to you all. That was very mature. Very mature. Now I want to give my opinion on how I think the youth takes an L. Shout out to Susan. What's up, Susan? Good to see you again, Susan, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Yes, Killer Mike reacted with grace. I want to start my response by saying it's not the word when you put somebody down. It's what's behind the word has to have meaning, right? So If I were to walk up to Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of the smartest astrophysicists, black American astrophysicists in the history of the world, if I was to walk up to him and say, shut your dumb ass up, you don't know shit about outer space, his heart would not beat a second faster. Because it's not that I call him a dumbass, it's just there was nothing behind it because it wasn't true. It can't hurt someone unless something is true. You understand what I'm saying? So if a fucking 9-year-old kid called me a duty head, yeah, like look at that motherfucker. Like, whatever. I'm gonna go back to talking about what I was talking about. It means nothing to me for a 9-year-old to call me a duty head. So when I hear the word you are an old head, like I think you old, you don't know that. It has to be an insult. And we are in a generation now where it's hard for me to take being an old head as an insult. And I would like to explain to you why. What the youth is doing, I want to make it clear that my generation did the same thing they did. When I'm listening to Jay-Z in 1996 and I'm listening to Nas, and someone comes up who listened to rap in the 1980s, they were an old head to me, and the motherfuckers didn't know shit about hip-hop. Get out of here. You don't understand what's going on. So I'm not critiquing them saying that. I'm just saying the weight behind it is different now. And the reason the weight behind it is different now is because the 1990s, my generation is mid-90s to mid-2000s. It's not 1990. At 1990, I was 10 years old. It's 1995 to 2005 because that's me being 15 years old to 25 years old, which is the predominant hip hop range. So from 1995 to 2005, we do got the Jay-Z's, the Nas, the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Bone. We do got the T.I.s, the Ludacris, the 50 Cents. From 1995 to 2005, can't none of y'all fuck with my generation of 10 years of hip hop before or after it, nigga. None of y'all. So when I young and I call someone an old head, they listening to fucking KRS-One, Cool Mo D. When I take what they're listening to, we evolved to better, the 90s. So when I look at that old head, my nigga, y'all are beneath me. Them simple ass rhyme schemes and shit y'all got. You can't rap the B, the O, the I, the bone, the B. I know my history and I have nothing but respect for them. I'm laying the foundation that when they looked at us young heads in the 90s, when the older guys looked at us young guys in the 90s, they had to respect that we were better than them. You said that Joe Budden was hating. You said us old heads is hating on y'all young guys. You guys are hating on the old guys. The hate is coming from the old guys. We didn't put a gun to anybody's head and say, give Killer Mike the Grammy of the Year. When Grammy of the Year came up for my generation, we were so good. No fucking old head got Grammy of the Year over our generation. When it was time for Album of the Year, our generation got the Album of the Year. You have to ask yourself, why are you young guys are not being nominated and getting Album for the Year during your prime generation? That don't throw on us. Oh, because some of y'all be on the board and stuff at the Grammy. So the older heads were on the boards and stuff at the Grammys and stuff when I was young, when my young generation, when I was in my early 20s, when I was in my teens, we still won Grammy of the Year. You have to ask yourself that question. Why the fuck are old heads in your generation? We the old heads, and this is y'all time. Why are we being nominated instead of you young fucks? Because there has been a de-evolution in hip hop. There has been a de-evolution in skill set. When I'm a young head in the 90s, early 2000s, the motherfuckers before us, we evolved. We were better than them. KRS-One cannot get on a track with Jay-Z. So we were better than them. You have no one in your generation that can get on a track with Jay-Z. It's coming back down. Right after my generation, right after 2005, we go into the 2010s or whatever. This is a generation between my generation and your generation. Is one in between. That generation was also hot. That generation had Kanye West. That generation had Drake. That generation had Kendrick Lamar. That generation had J. Cole. Don't claim them, you fucking liars. That's not your generation. No, 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 no. That's the generation in between my generation and your generation. In every sport, in order for it to continue, you have to have the reign be sent over to the new generation. The reign had to go from the Sugar Ray Leonards. Forget my fucking boss's name, from the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Roberto Durans fighting in the 1980s, the Tommy Hearns, the Marvin Haglers. Those were the prime dudes who going down in history. But in order for boxing to continue in the welterweight, it has to go down. And the new generation came up: Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather. It has to have a link to a next generation of greatness. And then that link has to. Floyd did his job. When they tried to rewrite history and say Floyd tried to chase down Canelo. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a boxing writer, wrote many articles, been a boxing fanatic my whole fucking life. Canelo chased Floyd. Canelo went into the cage after his fights when he was in his early fucking 20s, saying that Floyd scared of him, even though Floyd has never fought in 154 pounds before. He picking on a little guy because he's big, and then when Floyd jump up and beat the shit out of his ass with ease, they try to rewrite history and say Floyd chased the guy. He knew he was too young. No, the crowd was cheering and yelling, saying Floyd is a bitch-ass motherfucker who's scared to get in the ring with someone young in the prime because they were looking for any reason for Floyd to lose. Floyd went in there. But Floyd tried. When he signed the dotted line to go against Canelo, that's the changing of the guard. He gave Canelo the opportunity to change it, and now we're going to a new rank. It has to go in this direction for any sport. We can't sit and brag about what's the greatest quarterback of all time? Patriots to what's his name? I can't think. His name will come to me. We can't sit and talk about how great he was. It has to be someone coming up, and that new person is Patrick Mahomes. It's going, it's Lincoln. Okay. My generation linked to the generation between us. We had greats in my generation. Then you get these other greats. You get the Kendrick Lamars. You get the Drakes. But then it stops. Tom Brady. Thank you, Tom Brady. We can't talk about Tom Brady forever. There has to be someone to catch it after him. Patrick Mahomes is picking that up. After my generation, there's one more generation. The Drake, the Kendrick Lamars, the Big Sean's, great rappers, great top guys that can do everything. They can make a club hit. They can make a passionate song make you feel. They can make a love song. They can just make a song with no topic and spit lyrics. The greats that do everything. It died at the generation before your present generation. You have no one. Where have I lied? Where's the lie? You can't just call me an old head and make me feel bad. You got to make me feel bad about being an old head. How the fuck I'm gonna feel bad about I'm being an old head when when my generation is the greatest generation of hip hop, period, bar none, skill set, Grammys, awards, every fucking thing. You can't fuck with my generation. My generation is so fucking good that we're winning rap album of the year in your generation. Who, Kai Cenat, is the real haters? Are we haters because we're celebrating Killer Mike winning a Grammy? Or are you a hater because your generation doesn't have the skill set to put together an album because they didn't grow up in a generation where albums mattered? They're just throwing out random fucking singles. Cool, do y'all. I'm not hating on y'all. Do what you do. I'm going to listen to music if it sounds good or not. But don't get mad at our generation. Don't get mad at us. It's because you guys don't have the foundation to piece together a fucking album that you're not getting nominated for awards in the prime where you should be getting nominated for awards. That has nothing to do with us. I offer anybody to offer a rebuttal to anything I'm fucking saying. Drake took that torch from Jay-Z. Who the fuck is here to take the torch from Drake? When you have no one to take the torch, the person who should be falling down is extending their reign. Hey girl, you want to go to a Drake concert? Why would they not? Hey girl, you want to go to Vegas and watch a Usher show? Why would they not? Where the fucking Usher y'all generation? What a new dude at? It went down. Bobby Brown went to Usher. Usher went to Chris Brown. Who is after Chris Brown? You have no top skilled people in your current generation. Therefore, young, in between, and old heads, all generations, are listening to the older guys. But we had Usher and Chris Brown and all them out here making this music. I ain't want to go to no motherfucking New Edition concert. I respect the New Edition. I like New Edition. But I'm just saying, like, they were like an old act. They're like, oh, y'all doing y'all little old thing, collecting y'all a check at the end of y'all career. We don't look at Usher, even though he's 46 years old. We don't look at Usher as some old guy collecting his little check. This man is making millions a night with a residency and not only in Las Vegas, but he gets to play the Super Bowl. Where the fuck is your Usher? Where's your Usher? Where's your Chris Brown? Where's your Jay-Z? Where's your Drake? You don't have any fucking body. I went a step further when I knew I was going to make this video, right? Even the relevancy of people watching you guys online. Anybody can pull up this information and check what I'm saying. I'm sitting at my computer last night and I'm on Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay got the biggest YouTube channel now that's blowing up. He getting millions of fucking subscribers a day. He's blowing the fuck up. So anybody want to be on Club Shay Shay. So I try to look at your generation and I go, dude, like, 21 Savage just dropped a fucking album. They're giving 21 Savage praise on his album that he dropped. Everything going great. Let me see with this social media time that we're in, it is still aimed towards the youth. So 21 Savage does an interview with Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, right as his album dropped. This y'all guys. He gets 2-point-something million views on it. He get 2-point-something million views. He is sandwiched between Usher, this isn't fair, Cat Williams, older guys from my generation. Usher gets 6 million views on his video. Usher gets 6 million views. Cat Williams get 58 million. So I look even further. So there's Cat Williams, there's 21 Savage, there's Usher, and then after Usher, there's Monique. Monique get 10 million views in the first 4 days. Why is your generation who runs and owns the internet? Us old heads don't run the internet. Y'all motherfuckers do. This is your time. You growing up in the internet time. Why are they checking more of my generation out than you? Why is the number one black interview in the history of YouTube fucking Cat Williams? Late 40s, 50-some years old. Why is it? Why are we more interested in you? Why do we have more talent than you guys? We have more cadence. I went deep before I knew I was going to make this video. I tried to see what did your generation offer new to rap in any kind of style. My generation is so awesome. We did every kind of cadence you could think of. My generation got Bone Thugs and Harmony. My generation got Twister. My generation got the T.I.s and how we rap from the South. My generation got the New Yorkers who rap like they from New York. We explored everything there pretty much is to explore. So I'm like, okay, let me be fair to the younger guys. Are there any, at least, new cadences out? And the answer is yes. One new cadence came with the Migos. The way the Migos was rapping hadn't been done before. That's a new cadence. I'm about to fuck y'all up on this one right here. Another new cadence. Again, I don't know his name, but I think the guy to my do the perk dance with the leg. I went up to this bitch house and I stuck my I went up to this bitch house and I stuck my key inside a door. She didn't answer because I knew she had a floor and floor. That kind of silly ass shit. Honestly, it's a new cadence. I've never heard that cadence before. The problem with that second new cadence that came from your generation after my generation is that you guys are only utilizing it for comedy. I haven't seen anybody tell a story with that cadence. I haven't seen anybody make a club song with that cadence. Every time it is somebody about to say some silly shit. So your generation has confined one of the two new cadences to only be used for comedic value. There's one more new cadence that came from your class, your generation. One more. And this is why y'all dirty. Y'all some dirty little motherfuckers. That's why I'm glad. Call me an old head. That's a badge of honor. You niggas is snakes. You young niggas is snakes. The final new cadence that didn't come from my generation or the time before. It came from your generation by a rapper by the name of Lil Baby. Fire. When Lil Baby came out with his cadence, the way Lil Baby rapping and shit, I'm like, this dude fire. And not only is he fire, he crossing over because multiple different generations of hip hop, from the 40 years old, the 50-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, and the teens, they all like Lil Baby. We didn't turn on Lil Baby. Y'all turned on Lil Baby. Y'all turned on that man. Y'all turned on somebody who could be big in your generation. And then you lie to yourself on why you turned on that guy. The lie you tell yourself is, oh yeah, he took a picture with some rich people. Many motherfucking rappers took a picture with a rich. That's it? That's it to kill your heroes? We ain't killing Jay-Z in the 1990s because he took a picture with some rich people. That's all it took. We really like this guy. He took a picture. You're fucking lying. I know why you did it. You don't want to admit why y'all turned y'all back on Lil Baby. I'm going to help y'all out before I even go further down that road. We did the same thing. So I'm not trying to act like we perfect. We were followers. We followed someone. My generation followed 50 Cent. The buzz on the street and the build up to him coming out with his first album grew so massive you couldn't go against the grain of anything 50 Cent. So even though we absolutely love Ja Rule was number one on all the countdowns every single week. So they retired him, he number one again. Ja Rule never fell off. When I say fall off, that means you make good music, then you make bad music. Ja Rule still made great music. He never fell off. We stopped fucking with him because 50 Cent told us to. So this isn't me putting y'all down because we did the same shit. The difference between us and y'all is we had 1,000 more people to look up to. Y'all killing and y'all ain't even got nobody great yet. Y'all ain't got nobody to grab that mantle from Drake. No one. And y'all killed that dude. Y'all killed that dude for no reason. What's the second excuse you killed Lil Baby for? The second excuse y'all killed Lil Baby for brought a new cadence to hip hop. You killed Lil Baby because you said, oh, he was cool until he went against what's his name? Who just was accused of snitching in the ATL? I forget his name. He said Future pioneered the cadence. Hey, yo, Nigel, that kind of fuck him up too, because Future would not be my generation, but Future would be right behind my generation. So he's still stuck. This still ain't their generation now. This still ain't Kai Cenat generation. This is the generation between my generation and Kai Cenat generation. Gunna. Y'all said y'all turned on Lil Baby because he don't fuck with Gunna. Wow. That's interesting because I thought like it was a snitch hip hop thing, but I don't even need to go down that route. Explain to me, how can you like Gunna and you like Young Thug, but you don't like Baby? How can you say you don't like Lil Baby if he don't like Gunna, but you got no problem with Young Thug? Young Thug gets found not guilty. Y'all gonna love Young Thug. So if it's the ideology of not fucking with somebody or going against what the person did, what's the difference between Young Thug and Lil Baby? You're making up shit. The real reason you guys don't like Lil Baby is because DJ Academics put that pressure out there and created on the internet, on social media, that Lil Baby is falling off. And look, DJ Academic has a loud voice. It starts in one corner and it spreads out. And when you hear somebody that people look at like a nerd or somebody who's not cool in hip hop, and he's able to belittle and clown someone like that on a consistent daily basis, it starts to seep into your little brain. No one had a problem with Lil Baby until DJ Academic started spreading that. And DJ Academic started spreading that prior to the whole Gunna situation. Because Lil Baby said something about him on an album. That was the beginning of the end. Because y'all follow your social media heroes more than you do your music heroes. That's what happened. You didn't kill one of the guys who made an effort that can say in your class he brought a new cadence to the game. He brought a new cadence to the game, and he was loved across multiple generations, and you fucking killed him. You killed him. So this is my compelling argument. My compelling argument. So when you guys see me and I'm chilling somewhere, I'm at a barber shop and they filming somewhere on social media, you see that and some young guy come in and call me an old head, I might blush. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to be your generation? Why would I want to be your generation? You have no greats. You have open an atmosphere that any little run-of-the-mill nigga can come out here and put out some one little tune, and that one little thing on Spotify or Apple or all this shit to get millions of fucking plays, but he doesn't have the expertise to piece together an entire album where you guys destroy your heroes within a week time span, and you have the audacity to get mad and wonder why your generation doesn't win the awards. When I was in my 20s, if a rapper turned 40 years old, he was old as fuck. 40 was 60. In your generation, 40 is 20. Because of the de-evolution of hip-hop. You guys didn't get better. You didn't take hip-hop to a better place. The internet got better. And with the internet being better than my generation, and you got countless amount of niggas making trashy ass fucking music. It's a platform now being shown to spread trash ass fucking music. In my generation, an old rapper could never make an album with no words and a flute and get #1 sales during the week. And you want me to be embarrassed about being an old head? Where? Where do you want me to? Where am I supposed to feel bad about being an old head? Where? We did what we were supposed to do. My T.I.s, my Ludacris's, my Jiggers, my Loxes, my Big Mikes. My generation gave the baton down to the generation below us, and they did a great job. The Kanye Wests, the Drakes, the Big Seans, the Wale's, they did a great job. Salute to them. That generation is holding their hand out to give it to y'all, and y'all ain't got one motherfucker that can take it. And you got the audacity to want us to feel bad. It's not that you call someone a hater, is can you show they are a hater? A hater isn't the one in a winning position. A hater is in a losing position, upset at someone at a winning position. So if Killer Mike is in his late 40s and he's in my generation and he won Grammys Rap Album of the Year, he won it. How can y'all say the old heads are the haters? The only person who lost are the young guys and the Kai Sanats. So when you get angry and scream and yell online, you call us a hater, but you're actually acting like the hater. I'll open the floor for anyone who'd like to come up here and debate any of the points that I've made. Nah, Stats Flute album was fire. I started to take that beat and put some bars on it, man. Just been too busy, man. To be fair, Joe is a legit hate, though. When Joe was happy, though, at first, when Killer Mike won, he was happy. Like, he had no reason to be upset. The person that first screamed and was yelling and was upset was Kai Sanat. How you gonna get mad we won an award, bro? We didn't get an award ourselves. Why you mad at us? What we do? All that man did was go in the studio and make an album. He has no control over people saying that his album is better than your entire generations. Who the one that's mad? And guys are right. Future did pioneer. I just put Future in the generation right between that's right after me, but before the current generation. So unless I'm wrong, unless somebody can show me different, there's only been 4 new cadences after my generation that has been introduced to hip hop. Future, Lil Baby, I don't know that big guy, the perk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shit funny as hell though. Like that cadence, and I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah, and the Migos. That's great because I was wondering. My generation was so awesome. I was like, damn, there's no new way you can flow. We've done everything under the sun, and the generation right after me provided new ways. And then the generation after that, they only had Lil Baby, and y'all killed Lil Baby. Y'all killed Lil Baby. Let me tell y'all some shit y'all lied about. About a month ago, or maybe in December, Lil Baby had said, all right, I've been in the studio, I'm gonna release 3 songs. I never heard the song. Guess who's the biggest person that hated on Lil Baby? Kai Cenat. He's like, it's trash, not mixed right. He listen to all technical and all this shit right here. I just took their word for it. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for Lil Baby, man. Like, damn, that nigga, he went back to the studio, tried to do something. They saying do something different. He trying to do that. They still hate it. And I just let it play and I never listened to it. Then one day, me and my girlfriend, we got bored. And I was like, we were sitting on the couch and I'm like, yo, let's check out these 3 songs that Lil Baby. And I played the 3 songs and I was like, shit straight to me. This shit sounds just like all the other shit he put out. What's the I don't see like this is not a bad song. It sounds like Lil Baby. But it's like when y'all create a narrative about a person, y'all drive that shit in the nail, fucking up people's lives and all of this stuff, man. Like you could have if I'd have take any Lil Baby's 3 songs that he had last put out in that triple set. And I went to a DJ in the ATL, the strip club, whatever, and he's just playing some shit. Normally, they be playing Future like a motherfucker in the clubs here. And the next song he put on would have been one of them 3. No one would have had a problem with it. The chicks would have kept shaking their ass. Dudes would have kept on. There was nothing wrong with it, but the hate, the collective hate Lil Baby got from his current generation was insane. It was unwarranted to me. That's the hate I give to motherfuckers who put out trash music. That wasn't trash music. But what do you expect, Kai Cenat? What do you expect if that's the love you give to your own generation? You're powerful. If you put out motherfuckers in your generation suck, and we gotta have when they're gonna look at other generations, they're gonna look at us, you throwing them right to us, and we gonna come and we know how to put together a collective album. An album. I did this album called The Lonely or whatever. There's hot tracks that I made, but I couldn't put it on that because it didn't fit the construct of the album I'm trying to make. I don't see young guys thinking on that term no more. I think young guys will just be like, y'all finna record 19 songs and get that bitch a name and throw that shit out there. Like they don't try to construct an album, a piece like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Family. You know what I'm saying? Microwave type generation in the way they produce and consume content. Yep. I don't know how one could refute what you're saying. This is just flat out truth, facts. I just want to let y'all know when you see me around anywhere, you see me online, why it just honestly to the core of my soul does not bother me when someone call me an old head because, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with calling somebody old head. My generation did it. The generation after me did it. Like when you're young. Hip hop is in your 20s. That's the prime. And so you're not fucking with that shit that came before you. That's understandable. I respect all that because we did the same thing. The difference is it is irrefutable. My generation from 1995 to 2005, my prime in hip hop to when I'm 15 years old to 25 years old is light years better music, light years better skill set than the generation before me. Your generation you're in now is far worse than all the generation before. You would have to compare the current generation of music now to the 80s. And I have much respect for Kool Moe Dee. I have much respect for Special Ed. I have much respect for these guys. They did their thing during that time, but during the 80s, they had limited structure, limited cadence, limited vocabulary. Everything was limited because it was new to hip hop. That's the closest thing. And the sad part about y'all worse because y'all have all the knowledge. They didn't have it. They were trying to, hip hop was just like forming, getting into its own, where we actually had our own category. So I can understand the 80s. What about you niggas now? You don't have the excuse that they had in the 80s. And that's the closest I can compare y'all to. Who else you want me to compare you to? You ain't got no fucking leader. At least they had leaders back then. Who you want me to compare you to? So until you can get that shit and get your own generation in order, stop blaming us when we keep winning all these awards, because we've shown that we are just better at making music than you guys have ever been. And it's not even close. Stop getting mad at us. Stop hating. You should want to be an old head. You know it's crazy, man. I want y'all, like, people my age, to think about this. Let's go back to the 90s. Let's go back to 96. Hot year 99. If in 1996, right? Let's say early 96 before Pop died. Let's say if Pop say we're gonna all be friends, right? We're gonna all do an album together. On this song, I want Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Biggie. We're gonna put all the top artists, and then I want them to say, hey, you know what we're gonna do on this song? We're gonna add my boy Kool Moe Dee on this song. Kool Moe Dee gonna fuck the song up because he don't know how to rap like that, because he rapped in the 80s. He gonna come on the track, you're gonna see a hot track with all these people, and then when they get the Kool Moe D verse, the bees, the ba, the bo, the ba, the bee, I'm on me. That shit gonna be, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb and be lame. You can't do it. He doesn't have the skill set for the new generation under him, my generation. Now let's rewind what I'm saying to today. Let's put your top artist on a track. Your top artist on the track. And pick a top rapper from my generation. Y'all niggas are worried that they're going to have the hottest verse. Y'all niggas are worried that the old heads is going to show you up on your own fucking song. Any generation before that, you are worried. Your worry is different. Your worry is that we are so much better than you guys that we will make you look bad. When I was in my 20s, if the top rappers put somebody from the 80s on a song, their worry is the person from the 80s is going to fuck the song up. That's the difference. That's why you can never make me feel bad calling me a fucking old head. What's up, Leaving the Beaver? What's up? How you doing in the building? You know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to my man, Killer Mike, who constructed an album so great he can come back 2 generations past his prime and beat all y'all young heads and take your motherfucking Grammy from you. Shout out to him. Man, on this note right here, it's not the old head faults that a lot of the young rappers are dimensional. Yeah, when I hear somebody making a great album, I don't care what generation they from. I don't divide it, but I'm like, if y'all gonna divide it, I'm gonna tell the truth. Yeah, we just rocking. But if you're gonna divide it, you're gonna offer me. I'm gonna break it down for you. If you're gonna divide it, I'm not the division person. I'm just here to tell the truth after you divide it. So I'm happy when I hear 21 Savage has a great album. But look at what they did. How somebody your age on your platform that you're using, how can this person get less views in an interview than a woman in her 50s by the name of Monique? A man in his 50s by the name of Cat Williams, an R&B singer in his mid to late 40s, Usher 46, be 47 this year. How can these people sandwich one of your biggest artists in your time? And the world cares more to hear what they got to say than he has to say. Y'all be turning on your own people. Y'all don't be showing them love like we showed our generation love. Y'all don't. Y'all will not go to your stars in your generation concert, then hop on YouTube and laugh at their concert and sell out. Meanwhile, New Edition from the 1980s it's gonna sell out anywhere. And even if they go to a small city, the people who were fans of New Edition 40 fucking years ago, going, oh girl, New Edition coming here next Saturday. Girl, we gotta go see it. They supporting the artists that they like. Y'all shit on the artists in your generation that's hot for content. Y'all shit on them. And the fuck they gonna get staying power with y'all after you shit on them, and enough collective people shit on the people, your artists for your time. You get mad that no one in your generation is winning rap album of the year. Make it make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Yo, salute, Reese. Salute, my boy. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I ain't want to make this long. I just want to make my point because I know my shit solid. I offer anybody to rebuttal anything I said in this video. Salute, man. Y'all hold it down.